In New Jersey, your AR rifle can only have one of these 5 assault features. Otherwise, it becomes an illegal assault weapon. Now, don't confuse assault weapon for assault rifle. All right, assault rifle is what the military uses, full auto. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about assault weapons, which is something that the government came up with that basically means a gun not made for sporting reasons. So if it looks scary, that's basically what an assault weapon is, and you can't have specific features or else it becomes an assault weapon. New Jersey was actually the second state to ban assault weapons back in 1990, and their definition of assault weapon means more cosmetics than functionality of the gun. However, this depends on state to state, and the federal level assault weapon ban ended back in 2005, meaning that there's no federal definition for assault weapon whatsoever, and it goes on a state-by-state basis. So with that, in New Jersey, you can only have one of these 5 features. Otherwise, it becomes an assault weapon. What we're talking about is specifically on a semi-automatic AR style rifle. I do want to stress that in this video, we are talking specifically about rifles. Pistols have a completely different criteria, which we can talk about in a future video. And we are focusing on the definition of AR rifles in this video. Under NJ law, any semi-automatic rifle with a detachable magazine that has 2 or more of these features is considered illegal. But with only one feature, that is perfectly fine. That is allowed. Starting off the list for the 5 assault features in New Jersey, we have the pistol grip. Let me get out a visual aid. This grip is going to be the part where you're primarily going to grab onto to be able to use your rifle. There are other styles of grip, but that's not something you want to have for a plethora of reasons I won't get into for the sake of simplicity. Since one of these 5 features is permitted, I am recommending the pistol grip be the one feature you have on your rifle. Next, we have the collapsible or folding stock. In order to buy an AR rifle here, it needs to be completely pinned to one position. So you are not able to adjust that on the fly. It is fixed to one point. Usually when you buy a rifle from an FFL, they will do this for you. You can even change the positioning to be what you like, but then from there, it is perma-pinned to be set to that point. From there, we have the threaded barrel or threaded muzzle device. Your muzzle device has to be pin and welded. So it is permanently fixed to your rifle. And from there, you cannot take it off unless you completely change out your barrel, which is a completely different thing. So what you do have the ability to do, of course, there are rifles such as 14.5 inches, which then have a muzzle device of about 1.5 inches, allowing you to make that your 16-inch rifle, which a lot of people do generally in order to get that shorter barrel length with the muzzle device of their choosing. So having a 14.5 inch is actually really popular here in New Jersey, since you are anyways forced to have that pin and welded muzzle device on your AR rifle. This is on top of that suppressors or silencers, whatever you want to call them, are illegal here in New Jersey. So it would just be a double felony if you had a suppressor on a threaded on muzzle device on your rifle. From there, we have the bayonet lug. Now, luckily, this isn't something that people generally want on their rifle builds. And so this one, not so bad, honestly. And if you do end up having a rifle that has a bayonet lug, you can easily have that removed by a gunsmith. And lastly, something that we all want, but I don't think we'll have, is the grenade launcher mount. Now, most people don't have a grenade launcher to begin with. So again, this one, not so applicable for everyday person, but it is something, unfortunately, you just can't have here in New Jersey because
trying to eat the ass out of a bear.
So again, you are allowed to have any one of these features. So if you wanted to say have that threaded muzzle device, you don't care so much about the pistol grip, you could do that. You can go ahead and have the threaded muzzle device and then skip the pistol grip for something else. Or if you really, really cared about changing your stock length, then that could be your one feature, and then you would have a not AR pistol grip. And again, you wouldn't be able to have that threaded on muzzle device. My favorite workaround to all these restrictions is going with an other, which is not a rifle, is considered a different firearm completely and different classification to that. So it is allowed to have the threaded on muzzle device. You can have the pistol grip and you can have an adjustable brace, not a stock brace. There's a lot of different criteria that comes to others. And so I've already made a video about it. You can go ahead and click on the eye in the top right corner as well as the link in the description if you want to learn more about these. With that, I think I have fully explained what a compliant and non-compliant illegal AR rifle here in the state of New Jersey would be considered. So please, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. If you learned anything from this video, and I mean anything whatsoever, do subscribe to the channel. We hope you'll tune in to the next video as well. Don't forget to like as well, because I appreciate it. It's good for the algorithm, so more people can learn how to defend themselves here in New Jersey as well as other blue states like it. Thanks again for watching. Hope to see you in the next one.